Hello people, this is Eldad Amara coming to you with another video. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe and share. Most of all, like and share the video. That way, if YouTube likes my video, they'll share my video to a much wider audience. Right, this video I got for you today is going to come in 4 parts because there's so much information and I can't get it all fitted into this session. So it's going to come in 4 different sessions. Today I'm talking about some prophecies, and visions that I've had in the past. I'm talking about 20 to 25 years ago, right? And these dreams, some of them still keep coming through, right? Which means to me that something major and something catastrophic is going to be happening on this planet. We can already start to see certain changes. The planet as it stands at the moment is trying to replenish itself. The planet is a living, breathing entity. You don't believe me? Well, when you see the sea water going out and it's coming in and it's going out and it's coming in, it's just like when we're breathing in and out. We inhale and then we exhale. The sea does the same thing. It inhales and it exhales. The whole planet is a living entity. I can't get that through to you enough, right? If this planet is a living entity, right, and there's beings that's on the planet that don't accept nature, they don't want to accept nature, they're trying to change things up, right? They're trying to get rid of trees, they're trying to get rid of wildlife, they're trying to get rid of natural growing plants and seeds. They're putting up buildings everywhere, getting rid of wildlife. They're getting rid of food in place of genetically modified food. What do you think the planet, if it's a natural entity, is going to try and do? I'll tell you what the planet will try and do is to try and replenish itself. Right? It will clean itself and try and get rid of all the rubbish. All the rubbish that's on the planet. Just like a dog, when a dog's got a flea on him, the flea would try and suck off of the dog, right? And there's only one way that you can get rid of this tick is by killing it, with powder or some form of liquid. The same thing that the flea has been doing to the dog is the same thing that a lot of people on this planet have been doing to nature. Now nature has to fight back. Nature has to fight back. I've had this dream where I've been in so many different countries and the same thing happens. These people are speaking different languages. These people are of different ethnic origin. But the one thing that keeps coming through in the stream is a flooding. A flooding in each one of these countries. So I read into this stream that there is going to be a mass flooding on the planet. As I'm observing my dreams, I've seen people clinging onto buildings, clinging onto rock face, climbing up the sides of buildings. Their bodies being washed down stream. Some people are in seawater and I can see their bodies floating around in the seawater. This water always seems to come in really quickly. In my dream, this water always seems to just come in all of a sudden from various different directions. So I take it that when the flood comes in, right, it's going to be a massive flood and it's going to be all over the planet. Not in just one place, but the whole complete planet will be flooded. This planet Earth here has been flooded many times already. It's been flooded many times. If you don't believe me, in the book of Genesis chapter 2, it says, "And God blessed them, and God said unto them, Be fruitful, and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish and the sea, and over the fowls of the earth, etc., etc. Right? So the planet has been replenished many times before. Means to do again. So this planet here, Earth, has been replenished numerous times before. And it's going to be replenished again. Right? What you see happening around the planet right now is signs of that. Hurricanes, tornadoes, lightning, earthquakes, yeah, torrential downpour, yeah, sudden flooding in certain areas. The process is already happening. The earth needs to replenish. It needs to cleanse itself. And you know what? The funny thing is, those elites, yeah, the people that are running the world, which only make up about 1 to 3% of the world's population, yeah, they are the ones who control governments, yeah, they're the ones who are the hidden hand behind the governments and beyond your MPs and your presidents, yeah, they're in the background, but they're running things. And you know what? They already know what's going on. They already know what's going on. And they got tablets as well, ancient tablets from out of places like Sumeria, yeah, Iran, Iraq, and Turkey, yeah, that talks about all of these events and things that's going on right now. Why do you think Bush as well wanted to go into Iraq? Not Iran, he went into Iraq. And I think it was around about year 2003. But correct me on that if you know the proper dates. Right? But George W. Bush went into Iraq. There's a lot of ancient tablets that talks about some of these events that are on their way. So the elite, they already know this information. So you know what they're doing? They're making cities underneath the ground. They've been doing that for quite a long time. Cities with running water and electricity. And believe you me, they've been to the moon, right? And they're constantly going there and they're building something that's called a Coptic Center, yeah? They're building spheres on the moon. They know already that down here on this planet, on Earth, Iridu, yeah, there's going to be massive catastrophes and they're coming and they already know this. They already know this. I'm a madman. I don't care, right? If you don't like what I'm saying, just come off my channel and go onto somebody else's channel. I'm trying to warn people for events to come, for things to come. I've had these dreams and I've had these visions, yeah, and they've been going on for years, and now they're starting to take fruition. They are starting to take fruition. Listen, there's a comet. There's a comet and it's on its way to Earth, right? It's due to touch Earth about 2025 to 2029. NASA already knows this. NASA's already watching, right? And they've been watching this comet, yeah? So this asteroid, not a comet, an asteroid coming into, yeah, coming into our planet. There's an asteroid and it's on its way, right, to this planet. And what do you think that means? And in order not to ring alarm bells at the moment, right, these secret societies and these governments elite, right, are already preparing their people to move. And guess what? We are going to be the ones that's going to be left here, whilst they are either underground or on another planet. They've been creating all this problem, action, solution, creating a problem, right? Then creating a situation and then giving you the answers to certain situations, yeah? Some of the things that they're doing right now, right, such as fuel shortages, yeah, and lights going out in certain places in certain cities. Some of this has been planned. right? Just to see people's reaction. Some of it's been planned. Not all of it, but some of it has been planned. Just to see the reaction, how people would react under certain situations. Just like when you're at work, right, and the fire alarm goes off, and you've got to go for a procedure, yeah, and you've got to go and line up in some playground or some school or some, I don't know, some site, yeah, they're testing the alarms to see how well people are going to react, going for a drill. Well, the same thing is happening in terms of some of the events that's going on in the world. They're man-made to see how you would react in a certain situation. Moving off of that, as I say, there's going to be an asteroid and it's coming to this planet, and the government already knows that, and they're preparing their people for the eventuality. This comet is coming and it's going to be landing in the north of the planet, somewhere close to America. Somewhere close to America. And it's going to be sudden. So you ain't going to have much time at all to prepare. You see some of these fires as well that's going on in certain parts of the world, whether it be Australia, Brazil, yeah, parts of America. Some of those fires, not all of them, some of those are man-made, right? They're burning down crops. Why? Bill Gates and others, yeah, other elite have been buying up farmland, yeah, and buying up land in America, yeah, and probably other parts of the world too, right? But this has been since the, I'm not going to say it, it's been since the, they've been buying up all this land. Why? And what are they intending to do with this land that they've been buying? What's their intentions? Another dream that I had was that people, oh man, I don't know if you know that the sun, our sun, has come 250 miles closer to planet Earth. Yeah, you have cycles. You have a moon cycle, a sun cycle, a moon cycle, and another sun cycle. This happens 6,000 year period each. So 6,000 years of the moon, 6,000 years of the sun, 6,000 years of the moon, and 6,000 years of the sun. The sun, right? This is the era we're moving into. Yeah, we've come out of Pisces and gone into Aquarius. Right, the sun has come much more closer to this planet by something like 250,000 miles. So the planet Earth is warming up, and as the planet Earth is warming up, guess what? The ice is starting to melt. The ice is starting to melt. I'll say it one more time. The ice is starting to melt in both the North and South Pole. Our planet is on a 23-degree axis roughly, so it's not like this, it's on an angle and it spins. Yeah? The planet at the moment is wobbling as it's going round. And I'll tell you another thing as well. This came in a vision that the planet Earth is starting to slow down. And as it starts to slow down, the centrifugal force of the water, that which should usually be on the edge of the planet, is starting to slow down. And as it's starting to slow down, the sea level is starting to come up. It's starting to come up. Because the planet itself is starting to slow down also. And then you've got the sun shining down onto it from an angle, and all this ice is starting to melt. Please tell me, what would you do personally if you were left in darkness? Have you prepared yourself for anything like that? Have you got yourself any candles or food yet? Because there is a strong possibility, right, that we might end up having to stay in darkness for a long time, for months. So have you prepared yourself for that? See, this is another vision that I had. Yeah? That the planet Earth, there'll be several tons of planets is going to be in darkness for months on end. For months on end. So, people, have you prepared yourself for this? Have you prepared yourself for this? Because if you haven't, you really, really need to. You need to think ahead. This planet is highly likely that we're going to go into periods where there's going to be darkness all over the planet. Yeah? And also with what's going on with in terms of fuel shortage. Yeah? This may cause the planet to go into a period of darkness because there will be no fuel. There will be no fuel. Yeah? We need fuel for our generators, our electricity and all the rest of it. Fuel for our cars, we need fuel for our homes, we need fuel for various different things. Yeah? So if no fuel is around and there's a shortage, we might go for a period of darkness. Yeah? Of a period of having no lights, no gas, no electricity. You should be preparing yourself for things like this. The people that's running the world, they can make fake information, yeah? And the people with lesser power, right, may be putting out proper information, if you get my meaning. But listen, man, I've had this dream that, you know what, the governments are going to start bringing out computer police. Computer police. That means that people will be actually monitoring your information over the computer, right? And if they find you are putting out information that they don't like, right, which could be fake information, yeah, or you're hacking other people's accounts, that you're going to have police who will be policing the computer, and they will actually send out fines, or they'll come into your homes and they'll take the computer away with all the information on it. Right? These people will be more specialized in actually surveilling you over your computer rather than watching you in public. So you're going to have to be very, very careful about what it is that you're putting out on your social media platforms, what you're watching on YouTube, who your friends are, because all of this information will be going back to some centralized computer. This is the end of part 1, so join me for part 2, 3 and 4 to come. Thank you.